Good evening. I hope you have had a wonderful day or good morning to you. We're going to be talking about the no buy quarter. Now, this is new to me. Apparently, it's made its rounds over the past couple years in different communities, but it's new to me and it's something I'm quite interested in doing. In a quick summarization of it, if you want to know, it is a period of time, whatever time I want to set or you want to set, where you are not buying extra unnecessary items. The goal is to limit your spending to basically the fundamental spending. You're not adding in stuff. You're trying to keep minimal, whether that is to fix impulse spending habits, financial to save more money, whatever it is. You could imply this to go towards, or you could apply it to go towards like fitness stuff. It can be used for a lot of things. For me, I'm going to be doing a quarter long length. This started about 2 days ago now. I'm finally getting time to make a video on it, and I'll make more as time goes along, but I just want to get something at least out there that says, what it is, what I'm doing. And if you want to join along, go ahead. I can make this sheet available that I'm going to show. The one I'm going to show is not filled out, but I'm going to talk through it. I have a printed out version I am using. Basically, for me, and we can go here, you'll put your name, your start and end dates, and then write out what objective you have. For me, it's to fix general impulse spending. And I think it would just be a fun, good challenge because I noticed there's times I'm like, hey, it was $50. I'll just go ahead and buy it. So good for that reason. Set a non-negotiable. So basically, if it's not in your allowed spending, or basically how some people will put it is a like green, yellow, and red. Red is absolutely no buying. Green is these are okay to buy. But as always, the goal is not to overbuy these items. It is to be at a bare minimum. And the yellow is situational items. Okay, an example for me in a situational item would be if I need an AI subscription for whatever reason, I'm allowing myself to add into that. Or if I need a pre-workout, I am allowing myself to buy a pre-workout. For me, that's something I'm okay spending money on. That is going to be situational, whether your yellow items, your situational items can be. So your allowed spending stuff, your rent, mortgage, utilities, insurances, debt payments, your basics, essentials, groceries, etc. For me, this is going to be like chicken, rice, broccoli, just vegetables, Greek yogurt. And I'll have to make a like detailed list, but it's basically like I'm not going to add protein bars. I'm not going to add stuff like that. That is not essential to my diet. And I'm going to basically go through the stuff I have. I have protein powder still. I have other things already at the house. I'm going to work through all of that before I go and buy anything else. And if I'm going to be buying anything, it's going to be the bare essentials. It'll be my like chicken breasts, chicken tenders. I'm not going to go and add steaks and all this other stuff. If I want any kind of like red meat, it's going to be minimal and it's not going to be expensive. So that's how I'm going to be planning it out. So you can set up that how you like, your gas, basic vehicle maintenance, health. I just went and got my blood work done. So I had to, deal with that. And I'll get a bill for that blood work during this quarter-long time. It's just a yearly checkup. You can argue maybe that's not essential. I would argue it's pretty essential. Any supplements. So, in my case, I don't take a prescription, but I do take some supplements like creatine and stuff like vitamin D3, K2, etc., magnesium. Those I can either continue or stop them, but I cannot add them in. So if I stop them, I will not be adding them in during the period of the quarter. Forbidden spending. This is like your red list items, whatever you want to call it. No-go. Apply your wording however you like. Eating out, food delivery, coffee shops, extra clothing, I've got plenty. Shoes, I shouldn't need any accessories, electronics, gadgets, upgrades, subscriptions, etc., as you can see here on the screen. The goal here is to not allow you to just spend willy-nilly. Pre-approved list, make this. Set up whatever amount of items, what is the max spending you'll do on them and the reasoning for it. For me, if I get to the point where I'm using up my AI subscription so fast that I need a second one, that is the situation where I would allow myself to then have a second subscription. I am not there yet, and so it's a potential spending. Behaviors, apply this as you'd like to, change it as you'd like to. Basically try to prevent yourself from falling into the trap. Log everything. It's not too bad of a thing. It's not too complicated. Weekly wise, this you could change to monthly. I don't mind doing this. For some people, this would be a problem. If this is too complicated, you could change it to week or monthly. Spending totals, like a budget. Now, I would only do that if you're going to be doing an extended period of time, because doing it only twice really wouldn't make that much of a difference. Urge moments, I noticed a couple of mine already where I'm like, ooh, I could buy that. Right. Not that bad. This, number 6, your replacement habits. This one, situational. Right, everyone's different. You can apply this however you'd like to. I'm already pretty much cooking all of my meals. I'm not eating out, really. I am training and running every day practically, so that's not something that I think fundamentally applies here. Reading is something I'm planning to get better at. It's not perfect, so this for me is one of my items that I'm going to be focused on. Skill building, project work, I'm doing that as well. I'm improving on that. Videos, etc., projects, Grub Math, Impulse Guard, and a couple other projects I've got in the works or currently live. Journaling and decluttering, I'm going to personally kind of group. They're similar. Like journaling, I wouldn't even apply that necessarily to me, but decluttering and selling unused items, I am working on as well. So those are like my 3, would be reading, skill building, and decluttering, and trying to get that, because I do plan to move at some point in the future. I need to declutter. So simple as set up a failure policy, adjustable to your own. For me, this would be like if I buy an item, make note of it, track it. The big thing, I think, is not punishing yourself too harshly on stuff like this. You are breaking habits at times for some people. For others, maybe not. But the goal is to make the most out of the time. I would say if you do break the rule repetitively, it is something to pay attention to at that point. At a pretty severe, if you're doing this multiple times, like there isn't probably a genuine problem at that point, or something should be analyzed, etc. And then, set up your completion reward. For me, this would be like some workout clothes that I really, really want. I want a couple jackets. They're expensive. I've been wanting them, but I can't buy them, right? I've started this. I'm going to commit to it. I'm not going to buy them. I'd like to buy them. Stuff in addition that is potentially a reward would be like a standing desk, maybe. That depends on what I do with my current computer setup. There's a lot of stuff changing, subject to change, whether the monitors I have now stay, whether the computer even stays, and whether the desk stays. All of that is up in the air for now. Hopefully it doesn't change too drastically, but if that is the case, standing desk and a treadmill would be on that hit list as well. Replacing monitors with ultra-wide monitors would also be on my hit list. These are items that I would love to have. I don't need them immediately, but they're on my reward I would like to do. And then you can set up your own success metrics and go from there. That is the basics. This is just a general sheet. You can modify it, change it, apply it, print it out, post it on your wall, whatever works best. I would suggest taking a look into it, see if it's something you even need. Most people need it, And especially with how things are currently and how I would say majority of people's finances are, this could be a really big factor to reduce your spending, and you could actually save some money to go towards debts, emergency funds, investments, etc. This has been helpful, or if you would like to get a copy of this, I can make it into a Google Doc. Let me know, and I will catch you in the next one.